It's your boy, Marty. Yo! And we back at it again with another reaction, man. Yes, sir. So today, we got a little special video. I think this is a high request video. This video got a lot of views, and it's just one person, I forgot who it is. He's telling a story time on Larry Bird, why he think he's one of the greatest to ever do it. But before this video starts, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all want to see next, man. And I appreciate y'all for getting me to 14K subs. I appreciate y'all, man. One day I'm gonna have me a plaque right here. You know what I'm saying? When I hit that 100K subs. So y'all keep subscribing, man. I'm gonna keep putting out bangers for y'all, man. Let's get straight into this video.
While you're there in Boston, you play alongside the Bird, Larry. What was most memorable stories with Larry that you can tell us about? Because we all know how notorious of a shit talker he was.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, how much shit he talked, right? Because I thought when I first got there, and having grown up on the West Coast and always pulled against the Celtics when they were playing against the Lakers, you know, during the Showtime days, I was like, man, they letting this white boy who can't jump, who's not athletic, kill them like that. He ain't that damn good until I got there.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the first practices, he told me and Reggie Lewis, he said, I want to play you guys 1-on-2. up to 7, right?
1-on-2?
So, like, come on, man. He's like, the only catch is I get the ball first. So me and Reggie look at each other, be like, yeah, all right, man, whatever. So the next thing you know, it's 6-0.
Yeah.
Right? We ain't even touched the ball yet. He hits his first 6 shots.
Yeah.
So when it got to be 6-0 and we go into 7, we like, because it would be like one of us would guard him and another one would be ready to try to get the rebound. So we like, fuck that. We double teamed him. He finally missed. We got the ball. And then we just kind of played keep away from him. We end up coming back and winning 7-6.
Yeah.
And I was like, and that was one of my early experiences.
That's
with him.
crazy.
I was like, okay, all right, he
That's
got
insane.
a little bit more than what I thought he had. Then when we started
y'all was
playing,
getting dogged, my
he
boy.
was cooking everybody, but talking shit and telling them about it. And Kevin McHale was a bad motherfucker too, and he used to talk a lot of shit. So they would, and I'll share this quick story. We were playing Utah, and back then you score on a play, you just keep running it again until they stop it. So I would have to hit Reggie, go through, set a cross screen for Larry, and Karl Malone was guarding Larry. Larry was killing him. Kevin McHale was locking Karl Malone up on the other end. And Larry was talking about, yeah, we two bad white boys, ain't it? So I remember going across, setting the screen on Karl the first time. Larry came off, caught it, scored. As we were running back down the court, Karl Malone said, young fella, you set a screen on me again like that, I'm going to knock your head off your shoulders. The whole time I'm running down the court, I'm like, damn, he really going to do this shit? And I know we're about to play again, right? Because we just scored on him. So I hit Reggie again. I go across to set the pick. I'm standing in the middle of the lane. Larry cuts off. And I see Karl rear his forearm back like this. So I'm standing in. I'm like, is this one really going to try to do it? And he came through, and at the last second, I jumped out the way. And I was like, damn, he really... Yeah. And he was going to take it out on me. Because Larry was busting his ass, busting his ass and talking shit. But, that story and the last one that stuck out with me, as a rookie, we were staying at the Howard Johnson's Motel by Fenway Park. And Larry came and got all the rookies that were trying out for the team and took us to dinner. And so we're sitting at dinner. We can't believe, like, Larry Bird is actually taking us out. And we said, hey, where is it that we can go out down here in Boston tonight? He said, go to the Ramrod. It's a club right across the street from the motel.
Yeah.
So the name right there, right, the Ramrod, I'm like, that don't sound right. Sound a little fishy. So we get back, we wait until it gets a little bit later and shit, come out the motel, and across the street is the club, the Ramrod. So we come out and look, and it's a long-ass line waiting to get in. So we walk across the street, it's dark out, it's all dudes in black leather, and motorcycles and shit.
Right, I already knew that.
All
I
not
already knew
one
that.
single woman.
Yeah.
So we like, and the club is called the Ramrod. So we was like,
Yeah,
oh,
right.
okay. He was trying to do us dirty. So when we got to practice the next day in training camp, he was cracking up,
Yeah.
you know. But that's where he sent it. So he had a great sense of humor. He talked a lot of shit, but a great teammate as a young player to come up and, you know, learn under and
that's
teach you the right way to
inspirational,
do
bro.
things. And you know, because you played in Indiana when he was the president there. You know what kind of dude he was.
Yeah. No, he was definitely a prankster. He was you know, I had stories with him where, you know, I had some stuff that went on in my early career with, you know, I had this catfish situation, and he texted me the picture that got leaked, and it was just funny him being, you know, the president and the relationship that we had. But that was him, man. He was just a prankster, and you know, he would have his days. I will say that. Some days, you know, not to fuck with Larry. But then, you know, for the most part, he was, you know, he was pretty cool and chill.
We've heard the rumors that Larry would actually be offended if another white guy would be guarding him. Was that true? And do you have any stories of him kind of complaining about that?
Yeah, that's definitely true. He definitely took it as an insult if you put a white dude on him. And the one example that I can remember,
Y'all enjoying yourselves?
Sons,
Hey,
I
that's
think
good.
Cotton
Right?
Fitzsimmons was their head coach, and they had a pretty good player, white dude named Tom Chambers. That could, I don't know if you guys remember him jumping over Mark Jackson when he dunked the ball, and Tom Chambers was guarding him, and Larry caught the ball in front of their bench, and like just turned around and just had a full-on conversation with Cotton Fitzsimmons and they coaching staff. Y'all really gonna try to disrespect me like this? Y'all gonna put this white dude on
Take
Larry
that personal.
and he can guard me, and then just turn around and just shot a jumper in his face and just went down court, you know, shaking his head. But like stuff like that was just commonplace.
These,
you know,
like,
but he
legendary talks, though,
definitely
like-
felt insulted
gotta-
if you try to put a white dude on.
That's funny.
We wanted to take a brief break.
I ain't gonna lie. I know that was it right there, but I ain't gonna lie. Those good story times, just to be able to hear like what was Michael Jordan and Larry Bird was doing, and that's why I feel like that means so much to us or the people that really want to learn and understand what was going on back in the days, because it had no cameras for real. It's not like how the internet is right now. You know what I'm saying? There's so much going on in today's society, so you can see everything LeBron really doing, Kyrie, Steph Curry, and Edwards. You see all that. You know what I'm saying? But you really got to go to a game to see Larry Bird play Michael Jordan. I feel like that was the aura. You know what I'm saying? And especially like when Michael Jackson in his prime. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to go to a concert. You couldn't see him in person, so you had to see him at a concert. You can see these players. You can see these people in clubs. You can see these people in, like today, clubs. You can see them walking in New York City somewhere. You can see them in a YMCA. Like, it's more access to see these type of players. But back in the day, it was like Michael Jordan. You don't see him but on TV and in person at the game. But when you see him in person, it's like I never met him or never seen him, but I know the aura just out the roof. You know what I'm saying? But like Larry Bird too as well, you know? You only get to see him on TV, and you hear all these people got all these story times. You like, dang, I wish I could like hear it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can hear people talking trash on YouTube right now. You can look up LeBron James talking trash, and you're gonna find LeBron James, and you're gonna hear it out loud. And we want to hear Mike and Larry, you know, talk crazy. We want to hear the chatters, you know. But that was a good little segment, you know what I'm saying? That was a good little story time, you know. But I appreciate y'all for just tapping in with your boy, watching my reactions every single day, you know what I'm saying? Everything gonna start to become better. My lighting, my background, you know what I'm saying? All that gonna start to develop, you know what I'm saying? But y'all here with me from the start. But let me know in the comments, what was y'all favorite thing about Larry Bird that y'all seen on TV or at the game? And I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one, and your boy is out.